What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. It's been a few weeks since I last posted any videos, but today I have a special video talking about some very good opportunities right now in biotech. Both pharma and biotech have been having a great month overall, but each of these has serious upside potential in both the short and medium terms. So before we get into it, if you like the content, help me grow this channel. Smash the like button and drop me a comment. Small channels like this only grow if the videos are getting likes and comments, so let me know what you think of each of these stocks. I would really appreciate if you could help me get to 300 likes on this video. Let's make it happen. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you never miss a video with potential to make you money. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Now let's get into it. T2 Biosystems. This stock is traded on Nasdaq, ticker TTOO. Now this stock has already gained over 40% in the past week, but TTOO Stock is still down about 80% since August 2021. T2 Biosystems is a Massachusetts-based company developing diagnostic products targeting sepsis, hemostasis, bacteria and Lyme disease. The company was founded in 2006. T2 Biosystems titled themselves as an emerging leader in the field of in vitro diagnostics, dedicated to saving lives and reducing the cost of healthcare by providing T2 magnetic resonance technology that enables detection of pathogens, biomarkers and other abnormalities in various patient samples such as blood samples. The company offers its main product, which is the T2Dx instrument. This instrument is a fully automated walkaway clinical multiplex benchtop diagnostic system capable of running tests directly from whole blood. Basically, this machine is used to identify fungi or bacteria in the bloodstream quickly. And this stock has been gaining a lot of attention lately. This is one of the most traded stocks in the world over the past week due to recent news which I will look at in a moment. But what do analysts think of TTOO stock? The stock hit its all-time low earlier this month at just 11 cents. And as we can see here from MarketBeat, the average analyst price target is $1.10. which is over 400% above the current price. Price targets last year were generally in the $3 to $3.50 range, so this stock still has a lot of upside scope. And over the past week, we can see here that the trading volume has gone insane for T2 Biosystems stock, being the world's most traded stock on August 11th, which seen TTOO go from 11 cents up to 30 cents in less than 48 hours. And that has a lot to do with this. T2 Biosystems is set to explore the potential to develop a diagnostic test for monkeypox virus. On August 4th, monkeypox was declared a public health emergency, a move that is expected to free up additional funding and tools to fight the disease. So any news from T2 regarding this test should have a positive impact on the share price going forward. T2 Biosystems are due to release their latest earnings report on Monday, but looking at the most recent earnings, we can see that they have assets of 49 million and negative equity of 25 million. So this is not a good balance sheet, but the majority of the liabilities is made up of notes payable. The current ratio here is nearly 3 to 1, so it's not as bad as first seems. But considering that the company is making quarterly losses in excess of $16 million, it is likely that they will need to raise cash within the next year. Next up, we have VERU. This stock is traded on the Nasdaq. The ticker is VERU. Now, VERU stock has already gained over 50% in the past week and is up over 200% in 6 months. When I first spoke about this stock last year, it was only $7. So with the current share price at nearly $20, it shows just how far they have come over the past year. VERU is a biopharma company with an oncology focus. The company's strategy is primarily to focus on the clinical development and commercialization of oncology drugs for the management of two of the most prevalent cancers in the world, prostate cancer and breast cancer, as well as the strategy for developing and launching high-value biopharmaceutical products for prostate and breast cancers. VERU also plans to continue to grow its sexual health business to invest proceeds in the clinical development of the drug pipeline to access large premium oncology markets. But the exciting side of the business from an investor's point of view right now is that VERU have an impressive pipeline, not just for prostate cancer and breast cancer, but they are also testing a COVID treatment for its drug, sabizabulin, formerly known as VERU 111. And VERU has got a lot of attention in the past couple of days, as we can see here, with 59 million shares traded on August 11th, largely thanks to potential upside from prospective emergency use approvals for its COVID-19 treatment. So what do analysts think of VERU? 5 Wall Street analysts have set 12-month price targets for VERU in the last 3 months. The average price target is $30, with a high forecast of 36 and a low of 24. This average price represents a 58% upside from the last price. Looking at MarketBeat, we can see that VERU is currently on the uptrend, and the stock is at its highest point since 2021. With the stock being at the top of not only the daily range, but the 50-day and the 52-week range also. And we can see here that all recent analyst reports are rating VERU as a buy with a price target of at least $30. Looking at the company's most recent quarterly earnings report, we can see that they have total assets of 160 million and liabilities of just 43 million, giving VERU an asset to liability ratio of about 4:1. And 100 million of this is in cash, which is very significant too, in giving this a very strong balance sheet. But the company is making significant losses, as we can see here from the income statement, with losses of over $22 million for the quarter. So guys, what did you think of these first 2 stocks? You may already have been aware of these companies if you've been following my channel, but drop a comment and let me know what you think future holds for these stocks. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Next up, we have Bionano Genomics. This stock is traded on the Nasdaq with the BNGO ticker. Now this stock has already gained over 100% in the past month and is now at an 8-month high. But it is still about 75% down from the stock's 2021 high of over $15. Bionano Genomics is a provider of genome analysis solutions that can enable researchers and clinicians to reveal answers to challenging questions in biology and medicine. The company's mission is to transform the way the world sees the genome through OGM solutions, diagnostic services, and software. OGM stands for Optical Genome Mapping, and the company offers OGM solutions for applications across basic, translational, and clinical research. Bionano also provides diagnostic testing for patients with clinical presentations consistent with autism, spectrum disorder, and other neurodevelopmental disabilities. The company also offers industry-leading software solutions which integrate next-generation sequencing to provide analysis, visualization, interpretation across the genome in one consolidated view. Bionano Genomics offers the Sapphire system that uses OGM to conduct genome analysis and understand genetic variation and function. As I said a moment ago, BNGO Stock has gained over 100% in the past month, and that is part due to plenty of good news recently. This week, Bionano announced first publication using OGM for detection of repeat expansions in canvas and adult onset ataxia. The study noted the successful use of OGM to replace the labor-intensive and time-consuming southern blot, which has been the gold standard for sizing repeat expansions up until now, and management are very optimistic for the future. But what do Wall Street analysts think of BNGO stock? Looking at MarketBeat, we can see that BNGO has recovered well in the past 50 days, but it is still in the lower half of its 52-week range. Remember that this stock did trade as high as $15 in the past, while the average analyst price target is $10 now, so there is clear upside here. The most recent of these targets was set by Oppenheimer just last month, rating this as outperform or buy, and a price target of $12, which is still over 200% upside. BNGO is backed by several large institutions with ownership of over 26%, and during the previous 2 years, 167 institutional investors and hedge funds held shares of BNGO stock. Looking at the most recent financial statements released last week, we can see that the company had total assets of over $300 million and total liabilities of just 36. Revenue has increased year over year, but losses for the first 6 months of the year add to over $60 million, so the company still has a long way to go before becoming profitable. And then we have Ocugen, again traded on Nasdaq, with the ticker OCGN. Ocugen is only beginning to pop right now, having gained 15% in the past 3 weeks. But the stock is still about 85% below its 2021 highs. Ocugen is focused on discovering, developing and commercializing novel gene therapies, biologicals and vaccines that improve health and offer hope for people with global communities. One of Ocugen's main focus areas is finding innovation that will make hard to treat blindness disease a thing of the past. Using innovation to take science in new directions, their breakthrough modifier gene therapy platform has the potential to treat multiple diseases with one drug, and they are advancing research in other therapeutic areas to offer new options for people with unmet medical needs. Ocugen have a number of programs at various stages in their pipeline. Their leading drug is Covaxin, but they also have NeoCart, OCU400, OCU410 and OCU200, which are at various stages of testing. Now, one of the reasons for the sharp drop in stock price over recent months is that the FDA had placed a clinical hold on Covaxin, and this is likely to take another year at least before we see any movement on this. So for now, the best drug candidates could well be NeoCart for repairing knee cartilage and OCU400, which has the potential to be effective in restoring retinal integrity and function across a range of genetically diverse inherited retinal diseases. But what do analysts think of OCGN stock? Looking at MarketBeat, we can see that Ocugen has recovered well in the past 50 days, but it is still very low in the 52-week range. Remember that this stock did trade as high as $17 less than 1 year ago, while the average analyst price target is $7.80. So there is clear upside here, and trading volume is still low now at only 5 million shares on Friday. The most recent price target was set by Roth Capital, rating this stock as a buy and a price target of $8. Ocugen is backed by several large institutions with ownership of nearly 40%, and during the previous 2 years, 119 institutional investors and hedge funds have held shares of OCGN stock. Looking at the most recent financial statements, we can see that the company has total assets of over 130 million and total liabilities of just 15 million. So they have an asset to liability ratio of greater than 10:1 and cash of 115 million, so this is a very strong balance sheet. But this is still a pre-revenue stage company, and losses for the first 6 months of the year are over $37 million, so the company still has a long way to go. Before I give you a quick conclusion, what do you think of these stocks and which one do you think has the most upside potential? Drop a comment and let me know what you think. And remember to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So for my conclusion, I think that each of these stocks have their own unique potential and offer a lot of future upside. For T2 Biosystems, Monday will be a big trading day because they released their latest earnings report, but really the diagnostic test for monkeypox will prove to be the big driver in the coming months, and there will be a lot of money invested around the world to try and prevent this from becoming another pandemic. This is a stock that you need to have on your watch list. For Ocugen, I think that this is yet to make any real move, and I expect to see some short-term movement which will offer some nice gains, but in the long term they need to get FDA approval soon. As for BNGO and VERU, these have been making huge gains recently. BNGO is still far below its 2021 high point, while I expect a little pullback soon for VERU given that it is near its all-time highs, but then I expect this to continue upwards. Remember guys that I'm not a financial advisor and that this is just my opinion and not financial advice. This is the reason that I have looked at analyst price targets for all of these stocks. They are the professionals and they are given huge targets to each one of these stocks. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter and I'll catch you in the next update.